When you turn on the news, there's about a 50% chance that you'll most likely hear the words ISIS, holy war, or jihad. The term jihad has almost become synonymous with the ideas of violence, hate, and in reality, everything it's not. The world needs to know the truth. That's where we come in. This is Simple Islam, taking Islamic concepts and explaining them before your coffee gets cold or before more youth are radicalized. For this episode, we are going to be talking about the true meaning of jihad. The word jihad is an Arabic word which simply means to struggle or to strive in the way of God. In Islam, there are two kinds of jihad, which are termed the lesser jihad and the greater jihad. The lesser jihad is that struggle which is fighting in self-defense, and in self-defense only against those who have harmed them and tried to deprive them from religion and God. At the time of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, the Muslims were persecuted for a long period of 13 years. They were stoned, whipped, tortured, and boycotted in various ways, but bore through this hardship with patience until God had finally allowed the Muslims to defend themselves against the violent crimes of the opposers. It was a temporary command for the Muslim people. What's interesting though, is that when God allowed the Muslims to fight, it was only to create a peaceful society that would grant each religion liberty to practice and preach its own way of life, as we see in the Holy Quran, chapter 22, verse 41. And if Allah did not repel some men by means of others, there would surely have been destroyed cloisters and churches and synagogues and mosques wherein the name of God is oft commemorated. And God will surely help one who helps him. God is indeed powerful, mighty. Even when they had to fight, Muslims were under strict command of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that they were never to be more unjust than the opposing army, were never to harm women and children, and places of religious worship. When we study the history of Islam, we see that Muslims never attacked on the offensive, but only in self-defense, and in many cases demonstrated mercy and forgiveness on those who were unjust to their own civil liberties. Jihad is not a war to spread Islam, kill innocent people, and be involved in terrorist activities. The Holy Quran has very clearly stated in chapter 2, verse 257, that there is no compulsion in religion, which means that no one can be forced to become a Muslim or follow a religion. Faith is a matter of one's heart, and whichever faith takes one closer to God should be followed. Now the second jihad is the greater jihad. This greater jihad is the struggle against oneself to become closer to his or her God, be a law-abiding citizen, avoid evil inclination, and be the best possible Muslim one can be. The greatest jihad the Muslim faces is against himself, and how he conducts himself. If he can be a just person when everyone around him is unjust, and be kind when everyone around him is cruel, then he is a true Muslim. This is what Islam and jihad is about. It is sad and unfortunate to see that some Muslims are unaware of the true meaning of jihad and create disorder in the world because they have been brainwashed to do so. Swords can win territories, but not hearts. Force can bend heads, but not minds. In the end, we as Simple Islam realize that the world can be a harsh place, and that the name of Islam and the concept of jihad is improperly used by many misguided people. But with small efforts like this channel, hopefully we can change the attitude regarding it and put our effort forward for a peaceful world. This was another video brought to you by the Simple Islam team. If you have any comments or ideas, you can email us at asksimpleislam@gmail.com. You can also interact with us on Twitter at AskSimpleIslam and on Instagram at @SimpleIslam. Thanks for watching. Peace.